Hopefully I got a better connection this time. Last time it went live, clicked me out in about 13 minutes. And I hadn't really got to talking about nobody yet. So hopefully I'm on the same path that I generally ride. Different time of day, so maybe that makes a difference. But hopefully it keeps me on and you can hear this in its totality. Women that wear do-rags bother me. I'm gonna be honest with you. It bothers me. I mean, she got her hair braided is one thing, but she wearing it like a dude. It's a dude rag. You do what you want to do. I'm gonna still call you ma'am. I'm gonna still call you miss. Don't make me call you something else. You might want to act hard. You think you look hard, but at the end of the motherfucking day, you piss sitting down. Okay? Mind your business and act accordingly. It is what it is. But anybody who enters the Hab Space, I appreciate you. If you end up subscribing through the Hab Space to get notifications when I do go live, I appreciate that. Anybody on YouTube, Facebook, wherever you're picking these messages up from, I got to go check into YouTube tonight. Somebody done said some sidewinding shit, talking about there's no such thing as white Latinos. I don't make these terms up, but, if I know who Spanish-speaking people are in this world, and if you're not from Spain, you're not a Spaniard, but the Latino thing, they clumped all y'all together. Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, Cubans, whatever, they just say Latino. So, and since you decided to go up under that, because that's a shield, since you decided to go up under that, there's Latinos that appropriate blackness, there's Latinos that appropriate whiteness. So there are white Latinos. I don't make this shit up. It's not me making this shit up. But if y'all want to be on that side, then you're going to be considered a white Latino. Since you really don't want to talk, now every now and then I get somebody that says, well, Mexicans were here before slavery. Okay, so why'd y'all leave? Why'd y'all leave, and how are you considered immigrants now? Why are you not considered, indigenous? They don't really ever want to get into those type of discussions. Because if you were meant to be here, why didn't you stay here? You let somebody push you out? It is what it is. What's happening, freak? So, check on your peoples, man. There's people out here not doing real well. I've been texting back and forth the last couple hours, and people not doing as well as they need to be doing, and I want them to do better. So hopefully they'll be all right. But Black Americans, this is a situation where we talk about repair, we talk about reparations, but there has to be unity, and I realize people are going to use other people to do whatever. But if we're not using one another to get better together, some people use a partnership to get better and go their separate ways. Some people use a partnership to get better together and build. But Black America needs to figure out which way it's going to go. Because we got too many clown-ass goofy motherfuckers out here that aren't concerned about where they're going to go. That's a problem. What's happening, Ro? Too many goofy motherfuckers out here. No direction. No focus, no conscience. They just want to be out here being dumb, being stupid. So we need to figure out how are we going to deal with them internally. We know how they're going to get dealt with on the outside, but how are we going to deal with them internally? Do we just start to ignore motherfuckers? Because I'll ignore a motherfucker. I have no problem. I will act like you've never existed on this planet. And it won't bother me, one, because you already don't help me now, so you're not going to do nothing but hurt me later. I'll ignore you. So do we ignore the black faction that doesn't want to get on code, that does not want to become a unit? Do we just ignore them? Do we let them go? You know, if they just want to be around just for show, doing that goofy ass coon shit, if that's what they want to do, then that's what they're gonna do. Let them do that shit. But do we just cut them off from the collective and just don't put in on nothing they do? Because I'm willing to do that. I figure if you're not helping the collective at this point, the blows that we've been dealt over 400 years, I get it. But right now, we are in the midst of a pre-race war. And I don't think it's just really against white folks. It just ain't against white folks. They trying to pit everybody against each other. The white folks is doing it. It's the white supremacists. They doing it. But the Asians and the Latinos, Spanish-speaking folk, Black Americans, you don't really see anybody up in the fray from that Middle Eastern community, from the Arabs and Chaldeans. You don't really see them up in the fray. But the way they are pitting Asians, Spanish-speaking folk, and Black Americans against each other, it's about to be some problems in this bitch. It's about to be some problems. And they don't want to admit that it's happening. They talk about, you know, reuniting the country, or, you know, what is the, I just got a fucking text message from Joe Biden's campaign. They want me to comment on his first 100 days. I didn't have time to do that. But I did get the text, and I am going to reply, and I'm going to be doing all voice texting, so I'm going to be long-winded as a motherfucker when I do it. Since you contacted me, and I'm going to let it go, what was the term that she used? I hear people using it a lot. What was the term that she used? Oh, America's Rescue Plan and America's Jobs Plan. She wants to know my input on that. Well, I'll just read it to you. I'm driving, so I'm going to see if I'm going to slow up. Y'all got a stoplight. Hi, Shannon. It's Shelly. Now, this is just me imitating Shelly's voice, because I'm pretty sure Shelly's white, so I'm going to give you my I'm white voice, and I work for Joe Biden. Hi, Shannon. It's Shelly with the Democratic Party. I'm reaching out because this week marks President Biden's first 100 days in office. There's so much to celebrate. There's so much to celebrate with the passing of the American Rescue Plan and the recent announcement of the American Jobs Plan. Have you heard about the progress the White House has made so far? Shelly. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna be able to smoke hemp when I respond to that. I'm gonna have some high-powered octane. Still cannabis. I'm not like some of y'all. I don't push it up my nose, in my veins, shit, in my gullet. I pop no fucking pills. Motherfuckers out here with these pills, man. I don't get it. I don't like taking Tylenol when I have a headache. Let alone gonna take something that's gonna make me do God knows what. What am I gonna do? Why would I take some pills? How do I know how those pills are gonna make me feel? I'm taking some pills that I'm not supposed to take to feel any other way but pain-free. These motherfuckers be out here taking these Norcos and Vicodin and hydrocodones and all that shit. That shit's supposed to get rid of pain. What are you taking it for? What are you taking it for? Biden will be where on Thursday? In Georgia? Ah, he's going down there. He going down there to give Stacey Abrams a job? You need to give her a job. She held it together for old Joe. Held it together for Warnock and what's his name? Piss off? Yeah. And she ain't got nothing but a Nobel Peace Prize nomination from a foreigner. Okay. Make it make sense. Stacey Abrams got nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize by a foreigner. It's like we forgot that Joe Biden said, Black Americans put me in office. See, I got a brand new Tahoe riding behind me with a one headlight. One headlight. This motherfucker older than Natty, and all my life work on this. See? New cars ain't shit. That's a brand new motherfucking Tahoe. Maybe, and all my shit working. All my shit stay working because I'm black. Ain't got nothing to do with the age of the vehicle. Like Fred Sanford said, if you got one headlight, you better be riding a motorcycle, motherfucker. Don't have one light around here. They'll stop you. Hey, where you heading this evening? You stopped me because I have one headlight. Let's get through the bullshit. Are you gonna give me the ticket that if I get the light fixed, then I don't have to pay the ticket, or are we just gonna talk here? You know I ain't got no warrants. What? You should have had that ticket already written up. I knew I didn't break no other laws. When your paperwork's right, you can talk to them motherfuckers just like that. Hey, how's it going? Where you heading this evening? None of your fucking business. Heading nowhere now that you've stopped me, dickhead. Yeah. He gonna come down there and eat up all y'all fried chicken. He gonna eat up all y'all collard greens down in Georgia. Joe likes the South. He likes the South. He likes to come down there and talk to them old black women with his corny ass jokes. Rubbing their shoulders. Rubbing their supple shoulders. Joe liked black people the way people used to like black people back in the day. He don't want you to have no power, no control, no say-so. But he wants you cooking. You ever hear about him just talking full-throated about black business, black corporations? Nah, but he'll talk about black workers. He'll talk about you being at work, working. They like you in that position. That's why he likes older black people. He really can't fuck with younger black people because we ain't for the bullshit. I'm not really younger. I'm an older motherfucker now, but you know what I mean. He likes to fuck with the 70s and the 80s, ones that are still around. And he's always been that way. So, what I want to talk about, it's three brothers, and they're going in three different directions. One, I don't know which direction he's going in because he done really fucked up out here. And I was putting a lot of faith in him. I don't put faith in politicians, but I was putting a lot of faith in Jewel Jones. But seeing that Jewel snubbed me and wouldn't come on the Black Watch, you know what? I don't give a fuck about what's going on with Jewel Jones now, especially the shit that I just found out last night. Everybody else found out about it too. It ain't like I found out some top secret information, and I don't know Jewel shit. Because I put faith in him, not because I thought He was a great politician. I put faith in him because he was a young black politician. He was a young black man who was seeking a different path. Seeking a different path. And I thought maybe, just maybe, we might have one here in the state of Michigan. We might have a young gun from the city of Inkster. See, he making me call Inkster Stinkster again. I had stopped calling Inkster Stinkster, but now I got to get back to calling Inkster Stinkster because he done fucked up. Jewel done fucked up. He is now a tarnished Jewel. Them biscuits gonna be so buttery. Rochelle, we talked about them biscuits. We talked about them. They gonna have that split top biscuit down there. That split top biscuit with the butter just oozing from it, waiting for Joe. Oh, I know. They love him. They love him. I know. But yeah, Jewel, might as well stay with him since I'm already with Jewel. Jewel gets stopped, and he drunk, and he high, and he got his pistol in the cup holder. I'm like, God damn, boy. You're drunk and you're high. No, you black, you drunk, and you high. Haven't you already made this difficult enough? So now you black, you drunk, and you high, and you got your pistol in the cup holder. And I'm going to breeze right by these things here. Who the fuck said no, he didn't? Let me get on Facebook. Who on Facebook said no, he didn't? Yes, he did. Are you questioning me, or are you saying no, he didn't, like you disbelieving? Because, yes, he did. Oh, yes, he did. Oh, I'm just at 3. Kim, why aren't you using your HAPS account? I know you got a HAPS account. Why are you not using your HAPS account? So let's do this. So he black, he drunk, he high, and he got his pistol in the cup holder. I thought it was as bad. I thought it was as bad as it could get. Then I heard about him name dropping. I finally heard that little bit of audio. He up there name dropping the governor. Don't you know the state police hate the governor? The state police is a motherfucking white supremacist conservative unit. They hate Gretchen Whitmer. Was he trying to get shot that day? Good evening. You don't have to do it for me. I can see you as Kim. I won't have to call you Facebook user. Because anybody comes through Facebook and they say hello, I just says Facebook user. That's how you can tell people to subscribe. When people be like, yeah, I subscribed, like you did, and then they never see their name, then I know they did it. Like, why you gotta lie? You ain't gotta lie to kick it. You ain't even gotta come around, let alone lie. I'm getting rid of everything that ain't worthy to be around. And lying ass, disloyal motherfuckers are going first. So where we at? Black, high, drunk, pistol in the cup holder. Then he started not dropping names and shit. He told the police, hey man, I help y'all with y'all budgets. I give you y'all money. Now he telling these two motherfuckers that he pays them. He tells them that he pays them. Oh, there she go. Kimberly. You can't be covert now. You put up a live one day, like every hour of the day. You are on Front Street now. So you got to get in this Hap space and start building your digital footprint. Because they're about to see Kim, the commentator, pretty soon. The content creator. So, and you just let me know whenever you want to come on. I'll invite you on the broadcast. Whenever you want to come on, whenever you feel comfortable doing that, I got to figure out how to do it first, but I know you can bring people on your shit. So we'll do that. So yes, Mr. Jewel Jones, state representative from Stinkster. He dropped names. He called shots. And he was black, drunk, high, with his pistol in the cup holder. But then, you did? But then, a lot of people didn't know that Jewel had a passenger that day. There was somebody in the truck with Jewel when he was bobbing and weaving, drinking and smoking, twirling his pistol on his finger. What the fuck is your pistol doing in the cup holder unless you're twirling it, unless you're doing some tricks with it? Why do you need your pistol in the cup holder? Elected. How do you forget he was black, Kim? Elected is his vanity license plate, the real one. When you pull him over, you're not pulling over 1, 2, 3, ABC. You're pulling over elected. He's elected. How could he not know he was black if he had been elected? Oh, shit, you did. You know what? Let me save this. Copy number. I'm copying it now. This is the easiest way for me to save stuff. All right, I can lock it in now. So yes, but people didn't know that he had a passenger at first because they haven't talked about the passenger. The passenger's been she's been unidentified, and I was like, oh my God, it said he had a passenger. Now I wouldn't have cared. It wouldn't have mattered to me. It wouldn't have mattered to me if there was a dude in there with him. Cause that, we're there now. It's 2021. And if Jewel was that way, he was that way. But it turns out it was a lady. Turns out it was a lady that Jewel was with in the truck when he got stopped with the gun in the cup holder, being black, drunk, and high. So when they pulled him over and they had him behind the ambulance, Jewel was trying to get in the ambulance. I was thinking like something was wrong with him. When he was trying to get in the ambulance, he was like, I want to go with her. They wasn't giving up the audio at first. Now they didn't give up the audio. He's literally saying he wants to get in the ambulance. But they won't let him in the ambulance because they got to do all their due diligence with it. He ain't give up no ID, no nothing. And they know who he is, so they trying to be cool with him. Then he starts talking shit. Then they took a tumble down the grassy knoll. He could have easily got shot that night. I've seen much less and seen black men die on video. What Jewel did, hey, they knew who he was. They knew he didn't have a gun because his gun was in the cup holder. Stupid ass. So after they did all that rolling and shit, whatever, we find out that he had the woman in the car. And I'm not sure because I don't do this. And they never did this. And I done did a lot, but I ain't never did this. When they pulled Jewel over, How long does it take for cops to get from their car to your car? I don't know. And they might have been rushing. They might have ran up to Jules shit because he was, you know, riding on the shoulder. And I think he eventually either ran into something or they blocked him or something. However, he stopped. But when they stopped him and he got it and they got up to the car, I'm turning down the fan. I'm turning down the bed. When they stopped him or he stopped himself and the police ran up to the car, Jewel and the young lady that was in, well, young woman, I can't say she was a lady, the young woman that he was with, both had their pants down. Now let's start from the top. He's black, he's drunk, he's high, he's got his pistol in the cup holder. He's running recklessly on the shoulder. He ends up either getting blocked in or running into something. And when the cops came up to the door, they both had their pants down. I'm not a journalist. I'm not the news. This shit has already been out. People just don't understand or don't know. Stop just thinking you're looking at that same video. No, they bringing up new information. I knew the shit had to be deeper than it was. When they said he had dropped the names, I was like, okay, that's some young shit. They didn't say nothing about a passenger. It was only focusing on him. What I think they was trying to do was make sure that she wasn't underage, making sure he was the driver of the vehicle. You know, some people, you know, they do that flip before you can get to the car. You know, fat people can't do that shit. You know, ain't nobody flipping to the side, and now. But he ain't big like that. You know, looks like he's been lifting some weight since he got in office. You know, looked to be in good shape. He's pretty stout. Took two state troopers to really put some force into it to get his ass down. They pepper sprayed him and everything. They pepper sprayed him. His eyes was all fucked up. Face was all red and shit. But to know that he had his pants down, she had her pants down. You black? But you know what? I don't know if his passenger was black. But he's black. And he's high and he's drunk and his gun's in the cup holder. And they may look at what he said about Gretchen Whitmer, what he said about doing their budgets. They can look at that as possibly some bribe type shit. Like he's looking for leniency because he does their budgets and he speaks it out. They could twist that shit into some type of bribe type shit, type of coercion. And definitely name dropping the governor, oh, I can have your job type of shit. Yeah. That might be too many letters, Free. He might just have gone on his shit. Gone. G-O-N. O-N. Gone. Crazy shit. And it's an embarrassment. Like I said, I put a lot of faith in that young brother because he just seemed like he was cut from a different cloth. And I don't want to hear nothing from no motherfucking body. Oh, man, well, what about this guy? No. We are going to hold motherfuckers to a standard on an individual basis. I'm tired of all the clumping shit. We're not just clumping motherfuckers together. You are going to get your shit on an individual basis. Gone. So I had not really been rocking with Dr. Umar Johnson because I really believe he's one of the most intelligent black men walking today. I do. He's one of the most intelligent. That motherfucker has, he has the information. He just gets way out there with some of that shit. And I can tell you, he does not bother me at all when he talks about black men that date or marry outside of the race. Doesn't bother me one bit because I know who the fuck he's talking to. Yeah, he may be talking to me because I have a woman that's not black, but here's the thing, bro. I'm not that motherfucker that he's talking about because he's talking about the motherfuckers that get flipped. Because once they got a white woman, once they check that box, they get flipped. He's talking about that brother. What he call it, the snow bunny crisis. I get it. I totally get it. Some motherfuckers get with a white woman and she be blacker than they are. It just happens. I felt like he had good intentions, but then that motherfucking money started coming at his ass the way it was coming. And hey, man, he should have had somebody handling that bag. Because he's definitely worthy to go around and do speaking engagements and sell his books. And, you get honorariums for your speaking engagements. He didn't need that particular money. Or did he? I think his intentions have always been good to start a school. I just believe him having his finger on that pulse fucked him up. And he's just done so many different things, so many outlandish things, fighting with other brothers, other brothers who are intelligent. And they may have their own little situations going on, but why do we put that out for white supremacists to see? I don't believe in that. I believe if especially two motherfuckers that's got two huge bases. If you want your base to hear that shit, man, do a pay-per-view type thing. But you don't need to put that out there where people can chop it all the shit up, and then when they start clipping it up, then they start sending out messages of the battle, and then it starts getting all fucked up, and it starts making both people look like they're clowns. You really look like you're a clown from the beginning anyway, because you having that fight with another black man in front of white supremacy. So you're already clowning. But he went on the Breakfast Club, man, and he dropped so many motherfucking nuggets. And see, Charlemagne, he's brilliant in his own right to have gotten to the level that he's gotten with the education that he's got. He's brilliant in his own right. But Charlemagne plays this the wrong way, bringing Umar on, because Charlemagne is very, very middle of the road. He might be a black progressive, but he's a middle of the road when he gets out there in front of white America. We've seen it. We've seen him talking about reparations, and he's very, very middle of the road with it. DJ Envy goes with the tide. Tide going this way, DJ Envy going this way. Then he has his little things, because I forgot what he is. I don't think he's all the way black. And I don't know if his wife is, or she's another nationality. But there's something, But he obviously looks at himself as a black man, but I believe he's something else. And then there's Angela Yee. I'm pretty sure she's not all the way black. So Charlemagne really is the foundation of the Breakfast Club. I believe he's working with two people that have mixed races in them. But he brings Umar on, and they don't utilize Umar's prowess to the best of its capabilities. They use it for their platform, which I understand. That's why they bring him on. But they confuse the shit out of Black America by bringing somebody on like that and then bringing on the baby, whoever the fuck. I don't know. Whoever their guest was today. Maybe it wasn't the baby. It could be. But when you bet, and then did you check out yesterday's interview with Dr. Umar Johnson? Put these motherfuckers on the spot. Are they listening to Umar Johnson? Because a lot of motherfuckers are not listening to Umar Johnson. A lot of these young rap motherfuckers, they probably don't want to listen to Umar Johnson because Umar Johnson is clowning their ass. Has Umar Johnson even said anything about the motherfucker with the diamond in his forehead? I'd love to hear his opinion on that. The diamond in the forehead. He's just a walking corpse. Because whenever his record label gets tired of him, they're going to have him done in, and they're going to go get their diamond. That diamond is worth more to the record company than it is to anybody. Because he hadn't made that type of money to buy that diamond. So he basically is living for the record company. That's how he got that diamond. That's how the record company advanced him. He got to keep shuffling. He got to keep shuffling till he gets that diamond paid off. Cause I'm like, he ain't made that much money to go buy a fucking diamond. And sure as shit, he had. So he dropped those nuggets yesterday. And I mean, the shit he said about Joe Biden was ridiculous. Hell, the shit he said about black men dating outside the race. Hey, I agreed with like 99% of it. A lot of motherfuckers straight up coon out when they get them a white woman. I mean, but we've got to figure out what we're going to do with the ones that aren't on code. What are we going to do with? Because it's us versus them. But we don't know who they are. We don't know who all of them are. A lot of them faking the funk. A lot of them faking the funk. We have a lot of people out here faking the funk. Like, if you know people that are just flat out detrimental and you still deal with them, you faking the funk. You might not be detrimental, but you're dealing with a detrimental motherfucker. You got to go too. You got to go too. If you enable a detrimental motherfucker, you detrimental too. So motherfuckers be asking like, why I don't work with certain people and, do this. Look, once I know something about you and my spirit doesn't allow me to fuck with you on a certain level, I'm not going to fuck with you. I don't have to talk about you. I don't have to hang around you. Nothing. You just basically are excommunicated from my memory. Once I know you're that kind of individual, I can erase you from my memory. I really wish I learned this years ago, but I didn't. I felt like just ignoring a person was good enough. But no, you have to erase people from your memory. It's got to come organically. So, taking what Umar did and putting it into my life, I'm thinking to myself like, damn, kids are being left behind. He always talks about the mental health of children. And I'm like, who is really looking out for these children's mental health right now? Because the teachers in these schools that are doing virtual learning, they're not giving a shit. The teachers themselves need counseling. Let me just be real with it. The teachers need counseling their goddamn self. Okay? And Dr. Umar cares a lot about the mental health of young black children. And when I think about Ann Arbor Public Schools or even Ypsilanti schools or, really any of these schools that have black children in them, who's looking out for the mental health for these young black children? Because the mental health of a black child in America right now is totally different than the mental health of any other child in the country. The mental health of, I'm doing some Umar shit, repeating myself. The mental health of a black child is different than the mental health of any other child in this country. I believe that, and you'd have to prove to me that it's not. You'd have to prove to me that the mental health of a black American child is the exact same for the mental health for a Caucasian child. You'd have to prove it. I don't think you can. I know you can't, as a matter of fact. Okay? Let me just go there. I know you can't. So that's where I'm at with that. But yeah, I want to start to talk to people that are in the educational, infrastructure around here, and I want to talk what is being done. You see the shit on the news. You see it right in their community. Black children are not the same as anybody else around here. Am I singling black children out? Abso-fucking-lutely. The mental health of a black child is so far more fragile than anybody else. Because the mental health of a black child is very much predicated on the mental health of the black parent. And where is the mental health of a black parent right now? Where is the mental health of a black parent right now? You trying to come home every day, but now you got to be concerned about your kids coming home every day. Not that you didn't have to be concerned before, but they showing you. They're going to kill them. They're going to kill them with full impunity too. This Andrew Brown Jr. situation, it ain't even sounding right. And now they done said he was shot in the back of the head. Never had a chance. When somebody shoots you in the back of the head, you didn't have a chance. That man died with his hands on the steering wheel of his vehicle. Not resisting. Not engaging. Not fleeing. He died with his hands on his steering wheel. He tried to flee the bullets. He tried to flee the bullets. They started with bullets. We absolutely do. Some people don't want to admit it. They think therapy is for weak people. No. It's the weak people that don't get therapy. You don't have that many people resign, retire, and get put on administrative leave if they ain't seen something more than that 20 seconds. Therapy is good. Therapy is good. You know, and even talking to an individual, let's say, did that go off? Wow, I done ran through a whole. Have I been on an hour? Or maybe I didn't have that started at the beginning of the track. What else are you gonna do? I ain't gonna be on here that much longer. I'm gonna get on here. We get to start having a discussion, and I kind of took away from the topic because I still got one more person to talk about. The struggle is very real, Facebook user. But if the struggle is real, that means the strugglers got to get realer. So, Derek Jackson got took out the paint a couple weeks ago. I know he still got his followers. He got a lot of them mammies that still gonna listen to him after he's been blown out. I mean, he's been aired the fuck out. He out here leaving videos in his side piece's driveway, leaving his guru videos in his side piece. He just went and knocked off a piece of ass. Now he gonna tell all y'all women how y'all need to treat your men. He out here giving advice to motherfuckers, and he just broke off his side piece. So he got took out the paint. But if you know the way this whole relationship guru thing goes, if somebody gets taken down a peg, somebody's going to get elevated. And who came running? Who came running? He's an oldie but a goodie. Mr. Act like a man, think like a man, whatever the fuck that shit is. Mr. Family Feud. Mr. Family Feud. Mr. Kang. Mr. Kang of comedy. And the most recent, I watch the regular versus just so I can go back and watch Affion Crockett and Spice Adams do the goddamn parody of it. Because I'll be like, did he say that? I mean, some of the shit that they said was incredible. Nah, he back. He back. You ain't heard what Steve said, Kim? Steve said he ain't got no lady friends. Basically, see, okay, here's the thing. Most women know if Steve Harvey says something, he can say it from a man's perspective, but he's speaking to them. He's speaking against the man. Most dudes already know this. Whatever Steve says, he's not saying it for your benefit. He's got his little shit that he'll throw out there for the dudes, but most of Steve's shtick is to women. He said he don't have no lady friends. Basically saying, like, ladies, if your man has lady friends, something wrong here. Lady friends. What's that mean? Lady friends, dog. Lady friends? So you're not supposed to talk to nobody but men. As a man, you ain't supposed to talk to nobody but men. He don't count on them ones that he's stabbing when he's on tour, Frida. Those aren't his friends. He don't count on all them motherfucking groupies and shit. Those aren't friends. I wouldn't put that past him either, Kim. I wouldn't put none past him. I seen him in some goddamn open-toe sandals. I'm like, yeah, okay, dog. Okay, Kang of comedy. So, stuff like this opens up the trust gates when Steve Harvey says men shouldn't have no friends that are women. The women get to tripping and be like, why do you have women friends? That right there is going to cause an instant argument in like 90% of the households. The other 10 is probably going to be violent immediately. It ain't his friends. They just his side pieces. Because you better believe Margie got some side pieces too. Margie probably got her a 30-something. Shit, she might have her a 20-something getting broke up. So, and I didn't look into this. Hold on a second. I might be able to actually pull what I saw earlier up. Been looking at fucking rivets. Everything in my history is rivets. Fucking brackets. Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey was asked if men and women can ever be platonic friends. Survey said, oh, hell no. See, that's a clown site. I don't want that. This seems credible. This one seems credible. Okay. I took him back to his 90-day rule. Oh, he said the shit?
I don't. I'm incapable of that.
Why? What do you mean?
Well, because come on.
Because you have a wife.
Well, I have a wife, and I don't really have female friends because look. Okay, let's get rid of this myth right here. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. Let's get rid of this right here. You're an attractive woman. There's some guy somewhere saying, "Yeah, we're friends." No, that's not true. He's your friend only because you have made it absolutely clear that nothing else is happening except this friendship we have. We remain your friends in hopes that one day there'll be a crack in the door, a chink in the armor. And trust and believe that guy that you think is just your buddy, he will slide in that crack the moment he gets the opportunity. Because we're guys.
Men think this way?
99.9% of us think that way.
Oh, he's full of shit.
I don't have female friends. I don't. I'm incapable of that.
He's full of shit.
Why? What do you mean?
Well, because come on.
Because you have a wife.
Well, I have a wife, and I don't really have female friends because look. Okay, let's get rid of this myth right here. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. Let's get rid of this right here. You're an attractive woman. There's some guy somewhere saying, "Yeah, we're friends." No, that's not true. He's your friend only because you have made it absolutely clear that nothing else is happening except this friendship we have. We remain your friends in hopes that one day there'll be a crack in the door, a chink in the armor. And trust and believe that guy that you think is just your buddy, he will slide in that crack the moment he gets the opportunity. Because we're guys.
Men think this way?
99.9% of us think that way.
Wow.
All of my friends are men.
Wow. So basically, he don't even want men to be fans anymore. He's just going for the all women crowd. That's an old school term right there. Full of shit is a Christmas turkey. See, Why would he put that out there like that? Why would he do that? Why would he? I don't even know what this interview is that he was on. It was just a video. I just clicked on it. I was just trying to find out the actual statement he made, but it's a video. So this is why dudes are, because dudes been just giving it to him online. I didn't know why. I wasn't informed. So now that I'm informed, well, I can see why everybody's handing him his shit. Yeah, he don't want it. Yeah, Steve. He don't want a black man to be his friend no more. Hell, any man for that shit. White dudes would be like, what the fuck you talking about, Steve? Think about every man that owns a business that has like a receptionist. They're friends. She knows more about him probably than his wife does on a daily basis. They're friends. Yeah, that's weird. And the wife relies on her to know all the shit because if she really want to know something, the wife can find out too. Steve's full of shit on this one. He's full of shit. It's all good though. Steve making so much money now, he know he can piss off a few people, make a little bit more money. He's at that stage where he's gonna piss off people and he's gonna make more money because people are gonna watch more of his shit. He ain't really fucking his brand up by pissing black dudes off. Piss a few white men off, then them endorsements and shows start coming down. He know he can piss black men off. We ain't got the power and the infrastructure to fuck with him. We can only buy tickets. We can only buy tickets to his shows. That's all black men can do. Or not. Or not. But yeah, I appreciate anybody checked out this one. I don't know how clear it was. You know, I was traveling a little bit just through town. Free, Kimberly, Roe. Appreciate y'all being in here. And yeah, it look like we got 12, 13 other people, you know, in the half space. Appreciate it. I'm going to go address these YouTube comments that happened on another video. You know, and it's so funny. It's like they really think like we really follow what LeBron says. LeBron made an impulsive statement, made an impulsive comment, put an impulsive emoji up. I mean, come on, dog. He made just an impulsive ass comment. And making that impulsive comment and then deleting it lets us know he's still protecting that brand. If he had put that comment up and let that bitch stay up, shit, then we'd really be hearing about some shit. Pulling that motherfucker down made it worse. Leave that bitch up. Let your nuts hang. It ain't like Adam Silverstein gonna suspend him right before the playoffs. They're not gonna fine him for insensitive remarks unless Twitter takes the post down. Twitter and the NBA would have to get together and be like, hey man, what are we gonna do here? Well, we take this down. You're gonna have to show some type of discipline now, LeBron. Okay, let me talk to LeBron and see how we can discipline him. Because that's all that's gonna happen. Like, LeBron, what do you want to do? Sit out the rest of the season and then be ready for the playoffs? Or do you want to be a fine? You know, what do you want your punishment to be? NBA ain't gonna punish LeBron. They doing all the shit they doing right now because of LeBron. They postponed games because of LeBron. They didn't cancel games, they postponed them. I try to tell people, NBA ain't gonna lose a goddamn dollar over no black folks. Ain't gonna make a lot of dollars because of black folks. Got new subscribers on the YouTube space. Not a lot, but enough to show that what I'm doing here is going over there and people are picking up subscriptions. I appreciate that. You check the Black Watch out. You know, there's Black Watch over on YouTube. We call it the Village Voice over here. Somebody has the Black Watch tag. I couldn't even use the Black Watch. Somebody has it, but I ain't seen them pump no content out. I'm looking for a Black Watch to come out. I'll subscribe to it. I'll support it because that's what I do. Now, if your shit is whack, I will come at you. I'm coming at any whack commentator from this point on. Anybody that's building content and you ain't out here building something positive, I'm coming at your monkey ass. If I take the time to watch your shit and your shit is raggedy, I'm coming at you. If you in my village, don't be in my village with a fucked up mic. I'm just trying to tell you. Fuck all you bitches. All right, water's out. Joint's done. Appreciate you, Free. Putting the hashtags in there. Appreciate that. Appreciate anybody that's subscribed to the Hap Space. We're gonna really start talking. We're gonna really start talking more about how we can make this Hap Space work for us. I think the content creators really need to get together and figure out how we're gonna make this all work for us, because we can't look at our network news no more. We can't even look at our national news. Mainstream media is fucking us up. And that's whether you're looking at the liberal or the conservative. It's all lies. It's all lies. So if we're going to have news, we need to be giving each other the news, because the shit they feeding us is poisoning us. It's poisoning us. And we're allowing that. We're allowing that poison to seep in. We can't do that. And really, this is for everybody. This ain't even just for black people. It's for everybody. Don't let the mainstream media get you fucked up out here, because I'm trying to tell you, the way they setting shit up, they keep setting shit up. They're like, oh, okay, let me go show the Asians what they getting from Joe Biden. Black people be like, uh-huh. Uh-huh. Let me go show the Latinos what they getting from Joe Biden. Black folks. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's what they want to make it look like it is. But it really ain't. Because Asians and Latinos ain't trying to go there. They ain't trying to go there. But all I got to say is, they made the Lift Every Voice Act for Black Americans, people of color, minorities, whoever the fuck they gonna call us. But they ain't said nothing about the Lift Every Voice Act since Joe Biden has been elected. And I want to hear nothing about no COVID shit, because they done came out with all these other motherfucking bills and plans and shit like that. The Lift Every Voice Act, where is it at now? Where is the Lift Every Voice Act? Haven't said anything about it. They haven't reverted back to the Lift Every Voice. We need to go back to the Lift Every Voice Act and talk about what we were going to do before. Nobody talks about the Lift Every Voice Act. All this shit is new that they popping off. Lift Every Voice Act came around and with COVID, got COVID in it. They ain't said shit. Ain't said nothing. Not gonna say nothing either. Not gonna say nothing neither. Lift Every Voice. Like, I'm still getting these text messages for donations. Got the text message tonight. I'm only getting that text message because they got my information because I donated to the campaign. I didn't donate to the campaign because I wanted to help their motherfucking campaign financially. I donated to the campaign so I could stay in the loop. I need to stay. They sending this shit out. They sending this shit out. How do you think he's done his first 100 days? Baby, sit down. We got to talk. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. 8:56. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Anti politics. Ooh, they get deep. Ooh, Diane wrote a long one. Let me go read it. I'll holler at y'all soon. Peace and love to those who have love and peace. Rusty, fuck you.